Hello again, I am Professor Wolfizzle. Today I am sitting at my old wooden desk. The lamp is casting a warm, mellow light over my notebook. Outside the world is moving fast, but here I want to do something very slow and very deliberate. Today I want to talk about the art of writing a letter. In a world of instant messages and digital notifications, taking a pen and paper feels like an act of rebellion. It is a way to practice focus, gratitude, and deep connection. I look at the stationery in front of me. The paper has a beautiful texture. It feels thick and pristine. As we discussed in our earlier episodes, choosing our tools with care changes our mindset. When I write an email, I often feel rushed, but when I write a letter, my approach is different. I must be precise. I cannot simply press delete. I must think about my words before I commit them to the page. This requires a high level of concentration. I begin by unscrewing the cap of my fountain pen. I see the dark blue ink inside. This feels significant. Writing by hand is a tangible experience. You can touch it. You can feel the vibration of the pen on the paper. I think about the word intentionality. To be intentional means to do something with a clear purpose. My purpose today is to tell a friend how much I appreciate their support. I want my words to be authentic and full of sincerity. As I start to write the first sentence, I focus on the fluidity of my handwriting. It is a rhythmic movement. I think about our 3,000-word journey. Just like every stroke of the pen builds a letter, every day of practice builds your fluency. It is a gradual process of accumulation. I remember what we said about patience. You cannot finish a long letter in 1 second. You must enjoy the rhythm of the process. I describe my morning walk from episode 33 to my friend. I use words like vibrant, serenity, and observation. I realize that writing a letter is a form of reflection. It forces me to summarize my experiences and choose the most meaningful details. This is exactly what we do when we learn a language. We learn to articulate our thoughts so that another person can understand our perspective. Language is the vessel that carries our heart to someone else, even across a great distance. I stop for a moment to look out the window. I feel a sense of nostalgia. I remember when I was younger and the anticipation of waiting for the mail to arrive. Today, we expect everything to be effortless and fast. But the waiting is part of the value. The uncertainty of when a letter will arrive makes the final interaction more special. It builds momentum in a friendship. I continue writing and I focus on being thorough. I don't want to just say, I am fine. I want to provide clarity about my feelings. I think about the word vulnerability. To write a letter is to show a bit of your soul. It is a noble way to communicate. I remember our lesson on boundaries. In the letter, you have the space to explain your limits and your needs politely and clearly without the pressure of a fast conversation. This gives both people a sense of relief. I notice that my social battery feels very high right now. Even though I am alone, this silent conversation is helping me recharge. It is a form of meditation. My mind feels sharp and my heart feels content. I'm not worried about obligations or misunderstandings because I am taking the time to be clear. I am building a foundation of trust through my words. I finished the letter and signed my name. I feel a great sense of fulfillment. I fold the paper carefully and place it in an envelope. This act feels permanent. Unlike a digital message that can be lost in a sea of notifications, this letter is a tangible gift. It is a contribution to a relationship that will last. I feel proud of the effort I put into it. I think about you, my students. Perhaps you can try this today. You don't have to write a long letter. Just take a small piece of paper and write 3 sentences in English to someone you care about, or even to yourself. Use words like persistence, dedication, and growth. Tell yourself that you're doing an extraordinary job on this 50-day journey. Every word you write by hand becomes part of your permanent memory. It is a powerful way to move from immersion to expression. Do not be afraid of a small mistake. An imperfection in a letter shows that a real human being wrote it. It adds character. As I put a stamp on the envelope, I feel satisfied. I am ready to walk to the post office. I feel grounded and motivated. I know that my words will travel and create a moment of joy for someone else. This is the power of language. It connects us, it heals us, and it helps us grow. Thank you for listening. I am Professor Wolfizzle, and this was episode 34. Stay curious, stay persistent, and remember that your voice matters. I look forward to talking to you again very soon as we continue to explore the beautiful world of words together.